Now, Super Prime Time.
Debating tonight, he comes in his capacity as a lawyer. His name is Rahul Mehra. He's from the Aam Aadmi Party, very much so. But he says, I am coming as an advocate on the panel tonight. Raghav Chadha, spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party, and Arun Bhatia leans towards the Aam Aadmi Party. Madhuresh Kumar of the National Alliance of People's Movements. TSR Subramaniam, former Cabinet Secretary Yogendra Yadav, formerly with AAP and now co-founder of Swaraj Abhiyan. And Sambit Patra is opening the debate with Raghav Chadha tonight. Too much drama, Raghav, too much drama. Too much drama. मोदी जी आपका प्रॉब्लम मेरे से है, मेरे को मारो, मेरे को काटो, मेरे को ये करो, मेरे को वो करो, मेरे को ये करो, मोदी मोदी, you know, too much drama. Is that a little bit, you know, it's a little over the top now, you know, this, it's almost like acting, Raghav. And too much acting.
I will respond.
Too much, you don't take a single question, but you indulge in a lot of acting. How will it go down?
To take all the
no. Arvind didn't take a single question. Yes. But this last clip you saw, Modi ji, mere ko maro, mere ko kato, mere ko lock karo, mere ko ye karo, wo karo. Right? Debate is open tonight.
I will respond.
Debate is open. Debate is open. Hashtag aapke interns, the debate
Goswami,
is open.
The problem is that Mr. Modi is obsessed with Arvind Kejriwal. He thinks of Arvind Kejriwal when he sleeps. He thinks of Arvind Kejriwal when he wakes up. Achha. He is trying to paralyze governance in Delhi at multiple levels. He has made the Delhi Legislative Assembly ineffective. More than 23 bills have been passed by us. Not even a single bill has been accepted or given assent to by the Ministry of Home Affairs. Number two, every day a police case is filed against one of our Aam Aadmi Party MLAs, bogus, frivolous cases which have been completely denounced and have been said in the court of law, pronounced by the judges that these are just political cases and political issues better be solved outside court. B, he is trying to paralyze governance in Delhi. Every day the Prime Minister's office calls our bureaucrats and says, do not cooperate with the ministers of Aam Aadmi Party, because if you do, fake and cases will be filed against you and small acts of indiscretion will be portrayed as corruption and we will put you behind bars. Every single day we are facing this. Every bureaucratic or administrative decision taken by Arvind Kejriwal's government is declared null and void within minutes by Lieutenant Governor Najib Jung. He has essentially not been able to digest the crushing defeat that was handed out to him in the month of February 2015, and therefore he is now trying every trick in the book to destabilize governance in Delhi. Now, the mantra that he applied in Uttarakhand and in Arunachal to destabilize governance and democratically elected governments, he is doing the similar thing in Delhi. He is now trying to ensure that a situation is created, on a false premise. A case of office of profit is created so that 21 Aam Aadmi Party MLAs are disqualified from the membership, their membership to the Delhi Legislative Assembly. This is his game plan and this is what he is doing. What else can we do? We can only say that do politics during elections, but once the elections are over, let us govern. You govern and let us govern. At every stage, Mr. Modi's government is ensuring that governance in Delhi.
And why is that, Raghav?
And my question to Sambit Patra
is that?
That both the BJP.
Oh, why is that? I'm asking you, Raghav Chadha, why is that?
Parliamentary secretaries.
Why is that?
I'll tell you.
Why is that? Why is that? You know, you said today.
I'll tell you why.
Raghav, listen. Raghav, pull back now. Don't get into speech mode. 1 second. Tell me and tell all the viewers tonight. You said Modi thinks about Kejriwal, dreams about Kejriwal, obsessed about Kejriwal. Please tell Sambit Patra and tell everyone why he is, in your view, is obsessed about Kejriwal. Why?
Well, because he thinks that there is only one political force in India that can challenge the Bharatiya Janata Party. That is the Aam Aadmi Party. After a thumping majority that was given to the Bharatiya Janata Party in Lok Sabha 2014 elections, they won the Haryana elections and Maharashtra elections subsequently. But there was only one.
But Kejriwal doesn't want power. But Kejriwal doesn't want power. But Kejriwal doesn't want power, Raghav. Come on. Raghav, you can't run with the hare and hunt with the hound. As far as I'm concerned, there is a man called Arvind Kejriwal, right? And I met the man once.
Yes.
And when I met the man, he told me, I don't want power. There's anything I may want, but I don't want power. I don't want to be chief minister. I don't want to have any chief minister aspiration. I'm going to play the clip now, viewers, because Should I play the clip? Okay, I'll play the clip in just some time. Now you're saying
played the clip a number of times.
You're saying Arvind Kejriwal thinks. Now you're saying Narendra Modi thinks that the only man who can challenge him to be Prime Minister of India is Arvind Kejriwal, and hence he wants to destroy poor Arvind Kejriwal before he starts his innings in Delhi.
The only political party.
Fine. I think it's been said tonight. Viewers, please note.
The only political party. The only political.
Okay, debate is open. Debate is open tonight.
To reckon with in India.
Debate is open tonight. The debate is open tonight. Sambit Patra's turn. Sambit Patra's turn on the debate.
Congress has become irrelevant as far as Indian politics is concerned. There is only one political force to reckon with. That is the Aam Aadmi Party, and he's trying every trick in the book. Whether it's threatening a bureaucrat, whether it's filing
मुझे मार दो, मुझे काट दो, मगर मुझे बोलने दो प्लीज.
Not even a single legislation.
मुझे मार दो, मुझे काट दो, मगर मुझे बोलने दो प्लीज.
What are you saying? You can say it again to me, didn't hear you.
बोलिए ना संबित भाई, बोलिए.
No, I was saying मुझे मार दो, मुझे काट दो, मगर मुझे बोलने दो please. And first request to Mr. Arnab Goswami and Times Now. First, Arnab, please don't call these people interns. For God's sake, they are doctorate in theatrics. Call them doctorate in theatrics. Don't call them intern and demean the word intern. They are no way interns. Now, secondly, such high drama, Mr. Raghav, you have won a thumping majority in Delhi. Yes, you have won a thumping majority in Delhi. Mr. Modi and the Bharatiya Janata Party did not descend from Mars. हम मंगल ग्रह से नहीं आए हैं. We also won a thumping majority in India. So please, let's not demean the debate by saying that we are afraid of you and you are afraid of us. No one is afraid over here. You are obsessed with Modi. Because remember, the morning of Mr. Kejriwal starts with Modi, Modi, Modi. The afternoon of Mr. Kejriwal is Modi, Modi, Modi. The evening of Mr. Kejriwal, as we saw today, is Modi, Modi, Modi. When does Mr. Kejriwal work? Oh, well, he doesn't have to work.
Okay. Let him speak. Let him speak.
मुझे बोलने दो. मुझे मार दो, मुझे काट दो, मगर मुझे बोलने दो. प्लीज बोलने दो. अरविंद, नहीं, मुझे मार दो, मुझे काट दो, मुझे बोलने दो. केजरीवाल जी, ये आपके प्रवक्ता क्या कर रहे हैं मेरे साथ? देखिए जरा. मुझे कैसे डरा रहे हैं. मुझे ऐसे मत डराइए. नहीं प्लीज मुझे बोलने दीजिए. राघव चड्ढा, प्लीज मुझे बोलने दीजिए. ऐसे मत डराइए हमें. Look, Arnab, today Mr. Arvind Kejriwal's press conference, just a second sir. Mr. Arvind Kejriwal's press conference has exposed Arvind Kejriwal lies. I will tell you how he has scored a self-goal. In the affidavit that was produced by the Times Now channel yesterday, page number 9, Mr. Goswami rightly pointed out that they are all interns, and they were all saying that we are not actively involved with the government activities. We are not doing anything important. We are just interns. We are only voluntary workers who stay behind the screen and watch what the government is doing. And what Mr. Arvind Kejriwal was saying today, that they are the nose, they are the ears, they are the throat, they are the legs, they are the hands. Without them, the government body would not function. So what is this contradiction between the MLAs, the 21 member of legislative assemblies, and Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, their head? One is saying that they are everything, and the others are saying, no, we are nothing, we are not doing anything in the government. So, in fact, Mr. Arvind Kejriwal has scored
opening the debate to all the other panelists. It's 17 minutes past 9. I need to go to everyone else. And therefore, the question is, one second. Question is, viewers, tonight is Arvind Kejriwal looking unconvincing. The debate is open, and anyone is free to come into the debate from the other panelists, please. So I'm not taking turns between panelists. Let me tell you, Raghav Chadha and Rahul Mehra, this was as unconvincing a press conference as could be. One had to pinch oneself to believe that this is the same Arvind Kejriwal who used to speak with conviction 6 years back. This press conference, Rahul Mehra, was a 6-minute monologue that for a good part was a reiteration of what Kejriwal had said earlier, extolling the achievements of his parliamentary secretaries.
A press conference is not a debate. A press conference is not a debate. In a press conference, the person who addresses the press conference explains his point of view, the point of view of the government, and he completely exposed the hypocrisy of the BJP when he showed that BJP appointed parliamentary secretaries in 1997. The Chief Minister then Sahib Singh Verma appointed parliamentary secretaries. Why did he appoint? When BJP appoint and when Congress appoints parliamentary secretaries, that is constitutional. We do it, it becomes unconstitutional. वो कत्ल भी करते हैं तो चर्चा नहीं होती है, वहां भी करते हैं तो हो जाते हैं बदनाम। ये लोग जो मर्जी करते रहे।
Yogendra Yadav is into the debate tonight. No, one second. Yogendra Yadav is coming back into the debate tonight, and viewers, the debate is open to all other panelists. I said the press conference only threw up more questions than answers, the specifics of which we will come to in a short while. More crucially, the Chief Minister walked off after his monologue and refused to take any questions. We will ask those questions now. Now, Yogendra Yadav has worked with Arvind Kejriwal. And tonight I'd like to get him into this part of the debate. The basic argument which being put by Raghav Chadha, Yogendra Yadav, you worked with him, is if there's one man who can potentially take on Narendra Modi for Prime Minister, it's Arvind Kejriwal, and that's why Narendra Modi wants to finish off Arvind Kejriwal before he's begun. Yogendra Yadav, please.
I don't know very much about who dreams and who has whose nightmares. I'm not quite expert in those things, but it seems the feeling is very reciprocal and it's very deeply mutual. That's what I think. What strikes me, Arnab, in this entire debate is the deep cynicism and deep-seated belief that public bewkoof hai, that you can do what you like, and from every side, BJP's government advises the president to reject the bill. And this morning, BJP's leader of opposition comes and says that the CM of Delhi should resign on moral grounds because the president has disapproved of the bill. How ridiculous. Congress wants to sound moral, forgetting the fact that it was the Congress which first did this retrospectively in 2006. Congress should just shut up. And Aam Aadmi Party knows fully well, I know both of the colleagues sitting here, they are very intelligent people, and I can't believe that they don't know the facts. The simple fact is that it is for the Election Commission to decide whether there is a technical infringement or not.
Right.
They know it fully well. They know this has nothing to do with Mr. Modi. They know that
Rahul
if
Mehra.
it is indeed the case that it is not office of profit, then they should simply be laughing at what Mr. Modi has done, what the President of India has done. They should sit back, smile and say, we know we are right, why should we bother? They should actually be, what they don't understand, what they don't want to talk about is, if it is not office of profit, as they say indeed is the case,
two
then
responses.
why did they need to bring that bill?
Yeah, we've been asking that since
bill
day before
there was nothing
yesterday.
that you wanted to cover.
We've
This
been-
is such a simple, elementary thing.
But we've been asking that question, Yogendra Yadav, for the last 48 hours, have failed to get an answer. Rahul Mehra is coming into the debate, and gentlemen, feel free to come in. 1 second. Rahul Mehra, please. Rahul Mehra.
Arnab, the issue is actually very simple. We might get into a web of complication, but actually the issue is very simple. The issue is you need to prove three things before the Election Commission of India, which is now holding the mandate to decide this issue, subsequent to the reference which was made by the Honorable President of India to the Election Commission under Article 191 of the Constitution of India and read with 15 of the Government of NCT Act, which actually is whether it is an office first, B, if it is an office, whether it qualifies to be an office of profit, and C, whether the office of profit actually
been through all this, Rahul. Yesterday we've debated it ad nauseum. All that's been proven.
Allow me, Arnab, to make my point. Allow me, Arnab, to make my point. Arnab, now the issue is if it is creating an office, then obviously the Election Commission of India will come to a certain decision pursuant to all the hearings. There is one petition which is already pending in the Delhi High Court. There is a matter which is pending before the Honorable, before the Commission. So therefore, this will play out on its own. Now, as far as the President's assent is concerned or not, that has absolutely no bearing on this issue.
No, Rahul, you're complicating it. It's a very easy issue. No, Rahul, argue from the heart. Rahul, you come after on the Newshour after a very long time tonight. No, Rahul, 1 second. You come after the Newshour after a very long time. I don't want to be losing this debate in technicalities. I want you to argue from the heart tonight. No, Rahul, listen. I want you to argue from the heart. I want your conviction. I want you to listen to my question, Rahul Mehra. My point is, Kejriwal took no questions from the press. Okay, first question tonight. If you make a mistake, admit it. Today, Raghav Chadha is going around waving pieces of paper. Look here, I got a piece of paper. I got a piece of paper about Ajay Makan, a piece of paper about Sheila Dixit, a piece of paper about Sahib Singh Verma. Allow me to complete all the examples. All the examples.
Land to decide. Who are you and I to decide this?
No, 1 second. All the examples that were cited by Arvind Kejriwal in the press conference of previous appointments of cabinet secretaries in Delhi were appointments made by the chief ministers for the chief ministers. In this case, you have a chief minister who has appointed parliamentary secretaries, 21 in number for other ministries. Basic point. I don't know how someone like Raghav Chadha, Madhuresh could get that wrong. Specifically to the point of law.
It actually makes no difference. Because if it is
Rahul, can I ask you one question?
No, what's it?
And if it is an office of profit for any of the other ministers, it qualifies into the definition
Rahul, you know what? Rahul, you know what? You are going to land up in a gigantic mess.
By the nature,
you are going to land up in a gigantic mess.
Rahul, can I ask you a question?
What Yogendra Yadav is asking you a question, but I'd only tell you this, Rahul Mehra, you are going to land up in a gigantic mess, because when you make a mistake and you cover it and you add one fact on top of the other to justify your mistake, Rahul Mehra, you're going to land up in quicksand and you'll be drowning yourself in quicksand. Now, specifically to the point of law, before I go to Yogendra Yadav, something Kejriwal conveniently skipped during his 6-minute monologue. Arvind Kejriwal did not mention that previously the only parliamentary secretaries who were exempted from disqualification were parliamentary secretaries to the chief minister alone. You, as Yogendra Yadav points out, sought to bring in an amendment that would prevent the disqualification of parliamentary secretaries appointed to other ministers as well. Now, people are not stupid. Rahul Mehra, Raghav Chadha, people are not foolish. You can't fool people all the time.
Arnab, you are selectively looking at issues.
I am not, sir. I am not.
What I am told is that the subsequent bill actually
why are you doing this? Why are you doing this?
Secretaries,
I want to ask you, why are you doing this?
To fall in an exceptional.
TSR Subramaniam and TSR Subramaniam and Madhuresh.
Let me just respond.
I'm on a bigger point. One second. I'm coming to Yogendra. One second. I'm asking a bigger point. Madhuresh, tell me. Madhuresh, one second, Raghav. Madhuresh, please. Madhuresh, tell me. Madhuresh, tell me.
Two types of parliamentary secretaries.
Listen to me, Raghav. Why don't you get it? Raghav, listen. Raghav, लोग क्या सोचेंगे आज?
Parliamentary secretaries with remuneration and parliamentary secretaries without remuneration. There are two types of parliamentary secretaries.
You know, Raghav Chadha, what people are saying. You know what people are saying right now, Raghav. You know, Raghav, if I open the phone lines, what people are saying tonight. Raghav, do you understand what people are saying tonight if I open the phone lines? You know what they are saying tonight?
Let's not hide behind rhetorics.
No, you know what people are saying tonight?
Mr. Goswami, can I ask one question to Raghav Chadha and Rahul Mehra? One question, 30 seconds. Mr. Raghav Chadha, what is the basis behind this question of Mr. Arvind Kejriwal when he says,
why did Sahib Singh Verma
I'm asking you Mr. Arvind Kejriwal did not take questions. Now you also won't take questions. Whom do we ask questions, sir? Sir, सवाल तो सुन लीजिए, please, sir. सुनिए, sir. Sir, सुनिए, please, sir. Please, हाथ जोड़ के बोलता हूँ, सर. सुन लीजिए. सर, सुनिए, मैं बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट सवाल पूछ रहा हूँ. हाथ जोड़ के सुन लीजिए, सर. बाद में आप मार दीजिएगा मुझे, मगर सुन लीजिए. My question is, Mr. Arvind Kejriwal is saying the MLAs had to visit the doctors. The MLAs had to visit the hospitals. The MLA had to visit the schools. To visit the schools, the hospitals and the doctors, why do you have to be titled as parliamentary secretary? Any person, you can visit the hospital.
Madhuresh in the debate. Madhuresh, please. Madhuresh Kumar.
Madhuresh, you have to be called as a parliamentary secretary.
I know this. Viewers on a side note. Viewers
not questioning why Arvind Kejriwal is called as the chief minister. I'm not questioning why Arvind Kejriwal is called as the chief minister.
Raghav, listen. Raghav, listen. We have covered the birth, the growth, the germination and the elections of the party called the Aam Aadmi Party. Tonight, I tell you, Raghav Chadha, as we are bringing the broadcast tonight, right? Most people who are calling into my newsroom, you know what question they are asking? They are saying, we don't believe what's going on. Today, the same party called the Aam Aadmi Party. One second. Which said that we are being forced to enter the political arena out of the compulsive need to change the way Indian politics and governance functions, that the leader of that party and the party spokespersons on national television for 3 days, TSR Subramaniam, please come into the debate, are only arguing about why 21 of their MLAs should get a fancy designation. People are saying, what a fall for this party tonight. And that's what are you in touch with how people think on this subject?
Working pro bono, Mr.
TSR Subramaniam in the debate tonight. TSR Subramaniam and aapke in touch. TSR please. TSR please. TSR Subramaniam. TSR Subramaniam now please. No, TSR sir is speaking.
Please sir.
TSR please. Let him speak, Raghav.
We heard you a lot. We have heard you a lot. Please keep quiet for a little while. For 2 minutes, keep quiet. Arnab, we all know the circumstances in which these 21 have been appointed at the time of the split in the party. We also know, we also know the political compulsion why the appointments were made. We should not be disingenuous now. Either you are governed by the 10%, 15% quota of ministers not being office of profit, or you make them parliamentary secretaries, in which case it becomes office of profit. You can't have it both ways. I think clearly there is a huge amount of quibbling. Nobody will believe they are members of the Council of Ministers.
Arun Bhatia does.
No, they are members of the Council of Ministers.
Arun Bhatia will come.
Nobody will believe the parliamentary secretary cannot issue orders to bureaucracy, cannot have executive authority, cannot function in vacuum. They shall function. So I think the consequences have to be taken now, and the political decision has been taken. You have to go. Lastly, being a state, you cannot go against the constitution and then say, I want to pass whatever law I want, you shall approve it. You can't do that being a union territory. I think these are the basic facts. You should not punch above your weight.
No, you see, TSR Subramaniam, a broader question tonight, Arun Bhatia, of the perception that is going around right now. Aren't you worried about it? Yesterday on the program, you said Arvind Kejriwal is doing a damn good thing. Viewers tonight asking Arun Bhatia, what has become of this party? Where is the idealism of this party? Where is the sense of service of this party? Will you constantly be a party, Arun Bhatia, that blames everyone else for anything that goes wrong, fails to deliver, and paints itself as a victim and fights for positions? Arun Bhatia, are you not concerned? You're almost a blind supporter of the Aam Aadmi Party. But aren't you looking at the facts yourself tonight, Arun Bhatia? Raghav Chadha, Rahul Mehra, does perception not matter to you? Or has power insulated in you so far today that you cease to care about how people think?
Goswami, it is not the perception of the people of Delhi or the people of India. It is your perception, and your perception is prejudice.
Okay, fine. You say anything to me, no problem. Arun Bhatia in the debate, and Madhuresh has spoken. Arun Bhatia and Madhuresh, please. Arun Bhatia and Madhuresh.
Or whether you have an issue with parliamentary secretaries.
Arun Bhatia, please. Arun Bhatia.
See, okay, Arnab, I only have one point to say.
2-3 points to make.
Arnab,
I think the debate should really revolve around the functions of these parliamentary secretaries. What has Kejriwal done? What has he created? What powers has he given them? Are these offices of profit? The court decision, I don't have the court judgment in front of me, it's very clear. Remuneration, okay, in this case it's zero. So what do they come to? They say, is he got substantive powers like the minister would have? Is he
Sambit Patra is showing a piece of paper. Sambit Patra, please.
No, I'm showing the judgment to Mr. Bhatia. He is saying that he is not aware of the judgment. I'll read out the judgment if he wants.
No,
Mr. Bhatia, here is the judgment. You say that the court defines it as remuneration. The court says no. It's not important that remunerations are important. Yes, please complete thereafter I will speak.
Otherwise,
but you should know the judgment before you speak.
If you don't let me talk,
no, sir, I know I will allow you to speak. I am no one to stop you. But you should read the judgment first before speaking about the judgment. Sir, have you read the judgment?
I will not let you talk.
Have you read the judgment?
If you don't let me finish, I will interrupt you constantly and not let you utter a single word.
I know that.
You listen to me. You are behaving the way that you accuse others of behaving. Listen to me. Be silent. Listen to me.
No, sir, you said that you're not aware of the judgment. If you are not aware of the judgment, then why are you talking about the judgment? What does the judgment say? The judgment says that
don't spoil this debate. Don't waste the time of the viewers.
But yet,
don't spoil this debate. Don't waste the time of the viewers. Don't keep vomiting out the tenets of your party. This is not the way to debate. This is not civilized. Let others talk.
Madhuresh on the other side. decide. Madhuresh,
as a matter of nomenclature is not important.
Sambit, 1 minute. Sambit, 1 minute. I get Madhuresh on the other side. At his press conference today, Arvind Kejriwal drew up a list of people appointed by previous chief ministers in Delhi as cabinet secretaries to ask why no questions were raised then but are being done so now. I have a simple question, and that question goes certainly to Rahul Mehra on one side and Madhuresh on the other. Madhuresh, what Arvind Kejriwal basically tomorrow will say is, if Party A wants to bend the rules, so can we. If the UPA can be involved in the 2G scam, so can we. If the UPA can cause a 1.8 lakh crore to exchequer in the coal scam, so can we. If the Shiv Sena indulges in the politics of intimidation and vandalism, so can we. If the BJP's hotheads can make communal remarks, so can we. The list is endless, Raghav Chadha.
Completely
if Yogendra
not,
Gupta,
and that's what everybody expects. Arnab,
that's the point.
Completely not. Aam Aadmi Party came with the idealism, and I think constantly they have disappointed everyone, and I think that's the biggest irony of it. Congress and the Bharatiya Janata Party, All India Trinamool Congress, TRS, everybody has done it. Does not make it right. Does not make it right. And I really find it funny when Mr. Sambit Patra sitting there is laughing and making fun of others. He should look in his own collar and see that what Aam Aadmi Party are laughing at.
What Arvind Kejriwal said, "Mujhe maar do, mujhe
what
kaat
is
do."
Bharatiya Janata Party doing? In Punjab, Haryana, Goa, Rajasthan, your
rightly said today,
exactly the same.
It is Arvind Kejriwal who is making fun of the democracy of this country.
Bharatiya Janata Party, Congress and Arvind Kejriwal, Aam Aadmi Party, they are all in the same boat, and you have no right to call the same. Mr. Sambit Patra,
so
you stand as exposed to
you had constructed your own Titanic of credibility. So why sitting in the same boat?
ड्रामा कर रहे हैं आप.
No, why do you want to sit in the same
ड्रामा
boat?
क्यों कर रहे हैं? बताइए ना हमें. देश को बताइए, आम आदमी पार्टी जितना एक्सपोज हो रही है, आज भारतीय जनता पार्टी भी उतना ही एक्सपोज हो रही है. मिस्टर संबित पात्रा, मिस्टर संबित पात्रा, बताइए कि हरियाणा में, हरियाणा हाई कोर्ट में किसका केस चल रहा है?
जनता पार्टी
नहीं, आप बताइए तो सही.
own huge Titanic of credibility, saying that हमसे
क्यों आप है ना? क्यों गोवा में नहीं चल रही डिबेट क्या? गोवा में आपने नहीं किया, या बताइए हमको. वसुंधरा राजे सिंधिया ने 2002 से 2008 तक आपने किया यही काम, आपने किया है ना. आम आदमी पार्टी बिल्कुल गलत है. आम आदमी पार्टी ने पूरी तरह से गलती की है, और हमें अरविंद केजरीवाल ने आज डिसअपॉइंट किया है. पूरे देश को डिसअपॉइंट किया है.
Here is a clip.
That is the problem.
Here is a clip.
Mr. Sambit
Here is a
Patra,
clip. Here is a clip when I interviewed Raghav Chadha. Look at this clip now. Viewers. Okay. Rahul Mehra and Raghav Chadha. Just before I come to you, Madhuresh.
Political parties are the same.
Madhuresh, I believe all political parties are the same, but Arvind Kejriwal last spoke to me on an interview program called Frankly Speaking. And when he came on Frankly Speaking, I want to play this quote because today, Yogendra Yadav, this quote is very relevant. He once spoke, this is 2013, "I want no power. I want no position. I don't seek any designation. Those who want to serve the people don't need designations." This is the same Arvind Kejriwal just 3 years back. Now let's hear this, and then Raghav, think of what's happening today. Fighting for positions in public. Here's that clip. We'll have both of you on both sides, and then I'll come back. Yogendra Yadav and Raghav Chadha, and the clip in between, please. Go ahead.
I remember an Arvind Kejriwal. And there is an Arvind Kejriwal I knew in 2011, and the Arvind Kejriwal sitting in front of me today. That Arvind Kejriwal says, "Never will I join politics." This Arvind Kejriwal is deep into politics. That Arvind Kejriwal of 2011 says, "We don't like this personality cult. And we are doing what we are doing. We are a group of committed people. We don't believe in the personality cult." Look at this Arvind Kejriwal. This Arvind Kejriwal, who's sitting here 4 feet away from me, is totally making his campaign a clash of personalities. I will campaign against Sheila Dikshit. I am fighting her. You have invested so heavily in this clash. All your comments, I find, are clearly aimed at positioning yourself vis-a-vis Sheila Dikshit. This is a personality cult that you stood against. And if you were to lose, therefore, vis-a-vis Sheila Dikshit, it's not a loss just for yourself, it's a loss for your whole party.
You see, today Sheila Dikshit has become the symbol of corruption in Delhi. most of the scams which have electricity scam, water scam, Commonwealth Games scams, all the scams which have taken place and the price rise that is taking place, people want to defeat Sheila Dikshit under any circumstances. So Aam Aadmi Party has decided to put up their best candidate against Sheila Dikshit. What's wrong in it? Why can't BJP do the same thing? If BJP is actually serious about defeating Sheila Dikshit, BJP is not. BJP has actually been helping Sheila Dikshit. They have been putting up the weakest candidate against Sheila Dikshit because they have a match fixing, they have an underhand deal with Sheila Dikshit. They put up the weakest candidate against Sheila Dikshit in the last 15 years.
Why are you putting yourself versus Sheila Dikshit? It's because you have chief ministerial aspirations.
No, it's not necessary.
Of course it is.
We want to defeat her. And the party feels that I am the strongest candidate of Aam Aadmi Party, so we have, I am fighting against
You don't have chief ministerial aspirations?
No, I'm not fighting elections for chief minister.
No, nobody fights elections for chief minister. They all say they
I don't have any chief ministerial aspiration.
You're not going to be chief minister.
I'm not going. I become the chief minister. I don't become the chief minister. It is for the party to decide.
Everybody
it is for the people.
I.K. Gujral said before becoming prime minister.
But there is nothing wrong in it. If everyone else says that party will decide and people will decide, they are saying the right thing.
Raghav Chadha, 2013.
Absolutely correct.
I don't want to be chief minister.
Absolutely correct. What's wrong with that?
And now you're saying you're saying he wants to be prime minister.
Hatred for Arvind Kejriwal.
No, I want to understand this.
I
want to understand this transformation.
We are a small party. We have been given mandate in Delhi. We would want to govern in Delhi. We don't have those ambitions. We have one ambition, that is to change the political landscape of India and ensure that politics.
So why do you need 21 people as parliamentary secretaries? So here's a question, Raghav.
These are the things that we want to eradicate.
Raghav, good intentions.
So does that mean in order to ensure that the Aam Aadmi Party is able to govern properly and the governance happens in a meticulous manner, we appoint helping hands and assistants for our ministers without giving them any money? What have we done? Have we committed a sin, Mr. Goswami? I mean, your deep-rooted hatred for Arvind Kejriwal is understandable, but please let's not stoop down to obnoxiously low levels.
Let me tell you.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi said when he was the chief minister, I never want to be the prime minister. Do you have the courage to question him? Do you have the courage to question Prime Minister? Why is he the prime minister? Arvind Kejriwal and all of us, including Mr. Yogendra Yadav, when we were agitating and protesting, we said just pass the Lokpal bill, just how Pandavas asked for 5 villages from the Kauravas, just pass the Lokpal bill. We don't want to enter politics. We were challenged to set up a political party to fight elections, to form a government, to pass our Lokpal bill, and that is why we did it. And now we have become a political force to reckon with.
Raghav Chadha, 1 minute, Raghav Chadha, now listen to me, Raghav Chadha. Please understand the point that is being made, and please also understand tonight that not a single 1 second, Sambit, 1 second, I've listened to enough from Raghav. I just want to make one thing clear, that what a single personal remark will be made by me in response to whatever Raghav Chadha may say. That's his style. I may not appreciate it, but it may be his style. He has a right to have it. All I'm saying tonight is that in that same interview in Frankly Speaking, Kejriwal said ambition is bad in politics. We are not in politics to become chief ministers. We are not even in politics to become MLAs. We are not in politics to have designations. What is this entire controversy about, Raghav Chadha? It is, isn't it, about a designation? You tell the people of this country, I can't do anything for you if I don't have a fancy designation. I take a call tonight on the program. I'll open the lines tonight on the program and ask the people that you tell the same people that today without a designation I can't do anything for you. People will ask you questions. As far as the argument that others have done it is concerned, Raghav Chadha, the simple answer to that is there's a man called Yogendra Gupta. Yogendra Gupta climbed on top of his table in the Legislative Assembly. MLAs in Uttar Pradesh took off their shirts as a shameless form of protest. Will you say tomorrow we'll also start climbing the tables of the Legislative Assembly and taking off our shirts in protest? That's no argument. Now Sambit wanted to respond. Before that, Yogendra Yadav wanted to come in. Yogendra Yadav. The Yogendra Yadav comes in. Yogendra Yadav first. May I just respond?
Yes. I wanted to say, I think Raghav Chadha asked a good question. Have they committed a sin? Can I now speak? He's asked, I'm just getting an echo of what I'm saying. By Raghav Chadha said,
Sambit, please.
have we committed a sin? And the simple answer is no. Actually, you have not committed any sin that others don't. Actually, everyone does it. The only thing that distinguishes Aam Aadmi Party is that they were not very clever in doing it. Others were slightly more clever. They looked at the law before they did it, or they amended the law, or they had a favorable government which would ensure that they could do retrospective amendments. They were less clever. Yesterday I said, and it offended them very much, कि नकल करने में अकल नहीं लगाई. That's the one difference that they have. The second is that they make big boasts that other parties have stopped making. Changing politics, transforming politics, all these big claims others have stopped making because BJP Congress, they know they are not into all this. They are into routine games, which is exactly what Aam Aadmi Party is into, except that they have not forgotten their old rhetoric. That's the only thing that distinguishes them. And frankly, Arnab, I'm actually not shocked at all. 1 year ago, when I originally got this news, yes, I was very shocked. But now, after 1 year, having seen what they did with Lokpal, how they could kill the own Lokpal bill for which they made these grand promises
Goswami,
on Ramlila Maidan, having seen how Jitendra Tomar case was defended, having seen how hundreds of crores of rupees were allotted, even not spent for advertisement, having seen the brazenness with which this immorality has been defended, I'm actually not
Once
shocked
he finishes,
anymore.
I'll
This
come
is
to you.
actually a minor infringement. This is not a big infringement at all. I'm not deeply shocked. I mean, the real question we should be asking is, Aam Aadmi Party has done it. Are we surprised? I'm not surprised. I'm not shocked. And that
An
is the
ex-colleague
deep
tears
sadness
you
of it.
apart.
This is what Madhuresh referred to. That
Well-
today it looks like
Well, Mr.
any
Goswami,
other party.
well, Mr. Goswami-
Go on, Raghav
That's the sad
Chadha.
part. Today I see Congress smiling, I see BJP smiling.
Mr. Goswami,
I feel
you
very
see,
bad when they smile at Aam Aadmi
as
Party.
far as-
I feel bad because
Let's-
those dreams are being taken
Let's-
apart. That is unfortunately what has happened.
May I please respond?
Raghav, give it up.
Well, whether we have disappointed the people of India or people of Delhi, that only the elections will tell. We are fighting elections in Punjab, we'll be fighting elections in Goa. Let's see what the mandate is. If the people are happy with us, they will vote us to power. As far as governance in Delhi is concerned, we have almost delivered on every promise that we made in our manifesto.
I really have to come in over here.
Post was only appointed or created in order to ensure that our parliamentary secretaries assist the ministers. Now, what is the job of the parliamentary secretary? Parliamentary secretary identify land for mohalla clinics. They identify land for installation of transformers.
So why do you have
They go
to be
and
parliamentary
stock take,
secretary to identify a
hospitals and
land?
see whether medicines are available
Anyone
or not.
can go and
They go and
identify a
check
land.
whether
Why
adequate
do you
number
need
of
title of
teachers are
parliamentary
available in
secretary to
schools or
identify
not,
a
whether
land?
the
I don't
infrastructure for
understand that.
students is there or not. Sambit, let me complete.
No, to understand whether the infrastructure for
Stop
students
heckling
is there
me.
or
Just
not, a
let me
simple
complete.
MLA can go
Just
and
let
do
me
that.
complete.
Why
Now,
do you
in
need to
order,
have been called as
these
parliamentary
fancy
secretary?
positions, the post,
what hypocrisy,
the
Mr.
post of
Raghav
parliamentary
Chadha?
secretary
What
has been
hypocrisy?
abused by political parties. I
First
concede.
ask Mr. Arvind Kejriwal to take up some portfolio. He's not working.
The post of parliamentary secretary
He's
has
just
been
busy in his
abused by
theatrics.
state
He's not doing
governments.
anything.
But
Ask
they
him
give
to
them
take up
lal
some
batti.
portfolio first.
Chief Minister,
If you really want some work to be done, ask
Narendra
the
Modi,
Chief
when
Minister
appointed
to
parliamentary
take up some
secretaries,
portfolio.
gave them lal batti, gave them
Arvind Kejriwal
accommodation,
is
gave them
making
salaries,
merry.
gave them remuneration. We give
Busy
them
in
nothing.
theatrics, doing
It's
nothing, and you want
entirely pro
parliamentary
bono.
secretary as
Our
ask, not
parliamentary
can't
secretaries
fire
are
ask.
working entirely pro bono. What is your problem, Sambit? And why does your chief minister, why does your chief minister back in 1997
Let me answer what is the problem
parliamentary
if you
secretaries?
stop only,
When
Mr.
you do it, it's
Raghav Chadha,
constitutional.
please,
We
मुझे
do
मार
it,
दो,
it's
मुझे काट दो, बोलने
And
दो,
as far
Raghav
as
Chadha, छोड़ दो,
whether
please.
this aspect is
मुझे
legal,
बोलने दो, मुझे
whether the
बोलने दो,
appointment is
please
legal or
बोलने दो.
illegal, that's only the
Raghav,
courts will
मुझे बोलने दो,
adjudicate.
मार दो, काट दो,
I
बोलने
will,
दो.
if you keep on
बोलने दो,
heckling me,
please,
Mr.
मुझे
If you
बोलने
keep
दो
on
मुझे.
heckling me, Mr.
बोलने
Patra,
दो.
the viewers
आप बोलने दो
will
मुझे,
think that
राघव
you
चड्ढा,
want to
तबीयत
suppress
खराब हो
my
जाएगी
voice.
आपकी, फिर
Because
मोदी
I'm
जी को
making
डांटेंगे
logical
आप लोग.
points.
Please बोलने दो.
Every day you come on
please
Newshour
बोलिए.
and people laugh at you. People
Oh
laugh at you.
God, Mr. Raghav Chadha, you will not allow anyone to
reduced the
speak.
Bharatiya Janata Party
This is
down
not
to.
fair. That means that means
Well, you are
something to
continuously
hide. Now the
heckling
question
me.
is, Mr.
You are
Raghav Chadha.
continuously heckling me.
No, please.
People will think that people will think that you're trying to suppress my voice.
हम आप मुझे काट दीजिए, मार दीजिए मुझे. मैं हैकल नहीं कर रहा हूँ. प्लीज बोलने दीजिए. देखिए राघव, you remember that Raghav?
अरे मारने का काम तो एनकाउंटर्स गुजरात में होते थे, यहाँ पर नहीं होते.
Yogendra Yadav was also
me to speak.
एनकाउंटर्स गुजरात में होते हैं.
The ministers when
Sambit Patra, can you allow me to speak?
They came in rickshaw. They came in e-rickshaws. No. Let me complete this.
Sambit, we've heard this theatrics speech many times.
Rickshaws to take oath. Mr. Arvind Kejriwal came in a blue Wagoner car to take oath. And today they said that, well, in order to have some extra work, we need a red beacon car. The same people who are running behind rickshaws and saying, nahi, hum to rickshaw mein aayenge ji. 15 days were wasted.
Rahul Mehra, respond. Raghav, respond.
These people are. How great these people are. They come to office in rickshaw. They come to office in rickshaw.
Heard that rhetoric many times. Sambit Patra ji, can I now speak?
They need a red beacon car to go and see a patient.
Sambit Patra ji, can I now speak?
These are shameful derogatory.
Sambit Patra ji, can I now speak?
Shameful derogatory.
Every time you just take my name and go to the other panel.
Videos when most of your MLAs are coming in rickshaws.
Arnab, at least give me
Rahul Mehra, Sambit Patra, don't dominate the debate. Yogendra Yadav, what did you come in at before that? Rahul Mehra. Yogendra Yadav, please. Yogendra Yadav. Yogendra Yadav. Sambit, please. Rahul Mehra, go ahead. Rahul Mehra.
Arnab, thank you so much for at least allowing me to the debate after 45 minutes. There is a judgment of the Honorable Supreme Court, Arnab,
Rahul, I was just
and Mr. Sambit Patra must read that judgment. That judgment is of the year 2014. I'm giving volume 8 SCC page number 934. It is UC Raman versus PTA Rahim, which says and holds two very critical things as far as office of profit is concerned. Now please keep your mouth shut. I heard you. I heard you with patience. Keep your mouth shut.
You will conduct drama throughout the day and we'll keep a mouth shut.
Allow others to make their point. Allow others to make their point. I didn't interrupt you even once. So Arnab, there are two very important findings, Arnab, of the Honorable Supreme Court. First finding is where the court said profit in office of profit constitutes pecuniary gain and does not, and please mark these words, does not include any other factors such as power, influence, status or any other issue which is attached to that particular office. Number two, they said that allowances, even to the extent of TADA or allowances which are in the form of remuneration, other allowances which are not remunerations,
Rahul.
And where pays and salaries are not there, which are defined pays and salaries, do not form office of profit. Now these two things, please tell me, in the current issue at hand, where is the salary, where is the pecuniary gain, where is the power, influence, whatever else, or everything has been excluded by the Honorable Supreme Court in 2014 judgment.
I think Madhuresh and TSR should come
that in the news hour is supreme and Honorable Supreme Court of India's verdict comes below the news hour? Are we going to say that? Let law take its own course.
Okay, Rahul Mehra, I would like Rahul Mehra, one second. Rahul Mehra, listen, for the legal argument that you present, for the legal argument that you present, Rahul,
can I say something?
Rahul, can I give an opportunity to Yogendra Yadav and then I'm coming back to this. Yogendra Yadav, please.
Hold your, have some patience. This will play it out in the court of law, in the Delhi High Court, in the Honorable Chief
Rahul, you also have some patience,
Rahul. Pending, and before the Election Commission.
So exactly.
So please have some patience and play it out.
Yogendra Yadav.
Yes, Rahul, can I now say something? You have clearly failed to convince your own party, because if all your arguments are very good, Rahul, then in that case your party should not even have brought that bill. You clearly have failed to convince your party, and if all your arguments are so good, why is this party and its chief minister jumping up and down about the president turning down that bill? That bill is completely irrelevant. That's one. Number two, I think we've moved beyond these technical legalities. Let Election Commission settle it. I think we are discussing far bigger ethical issues here. Raghav Chadha said something which is very, very dangerous. I'm very sad to hear this from one of my former colleagues. He was saying the morality of everything will be judged by elections. Please remember, this is exactly what Mr. Modi said again and again in Gujarat after 2002. He said, I've won elections, that settles everything. This is what Jayalalitha would wish to say. There were corruption cases, but she has won election now. This is what Mamata Banerjee would wish to say, what about those violence? Have one election. This is the most dangerous argument to take, and it's very sad to hear this coming from people who had talked about some ethics in politics.
I never said morality,
truly disappointed, almost ashamed to hear that.
No, you did say, Raghav, you said that whether
you said in response to everything,
you said it will be settled. No, you said, no, 1 second, let me be the arbiter on this, Yogendra ji. Yogendra ji, let me judge that. Let me judge that. I can rewind the tape. 1 second. I can rewind the tape. I'll get the clip. I'll get the clip if required. Raghav, listen, what you said was,
popularity will be judged in the elections.
No.
I never said that the morality will be. I said the popularity. He said Arvind Kejriwal
not popularity. The question was about ethics.
I said the popularity will be judged in the elections, and popularity is judged only in elections. I am not talking about morality. As far as morality is concerned, we are true to our founding principles.
We
did not give the appointment letter clearly.
Raghav, I want to tonight. Raghav,
just
listen.
let me complete.
No, Raghav, I want to ask you something, and please, please take the questions. It's time for a few questions, please. Let's just take the questions here. First of all, what you said, I don't want to flick back the tape, but I can certainly tell you that you tried to justify what you've done in the case of these 21 MLA parliamentary secretaries by saying that an election will be there in Punjab. We will see who wins the elections, and we will see who people respond, people decide. Now, by that argument, and it is a bit of a dangerous argument tonight, Raghav, I'll tell you why it's a dangerous argument. Because by this argument, some people would say even rigging the booths is fine. Now, my question is not about that, Raghav. There's a man on the program you're quarreling with tonight.
You are extrapolating my logic.
Listen to me, Raghav, let's elevate the debate, please. There's a man on the program tonight. He's debating with you. In the past, you sat down with him in the rooms. He was your senior in the party. And his name is Yogendra Yadav. Umpteen number of times, I have personally disagreed on various issues with Yogendra Yadav, but you are his ex-colleague, not me. He's reminding you of something. So listen. The question I have with you tonight, not meant to provoke a debate between both of you, is the victimhood syndrome, and I want to debate the victimhood syndrome for a while. The victimhood syndrome says, the world is against me, I'm good, they're bad, bad guys after me, they're bad, I'm good, anything that I may do wrong can be covered up by saying that I am the victim. Now listen, Raghav, how many times will you play victim? You must snap out of that syndrome. When Yogendra Kumar is appointed secretary to the chief minister in place of someone else who's appointed by the LG, despite it being legally something else, Arvind Kejriwal says, I'm a victim. When a farmer commits suicide in an AAP rally in Delhi,
I'll tell you why.
When a farmer commits suicide, listen, Raghav. When a farmer commits suicide at an AAP rally in Delhi, you use the opportunity to cry victim.
I hope you give me an opportunity to respond.
No. You will respond, but listen to the instances.
Let me respond.
Listen to the instances. When Shakuntala Gamlin, an IAS officer, is appointed for a brief period of 10 days as acting chief secretary to further your case against the Delhi police and the centre, you cry victim despite the constitution saying otherwise. And I'm not saying this to pit you against Yogendra Yadav, but 15 days prior to kicking Prashant Bhushan and Yogendra Yadav out of the party themselves, Arvind Kejriwal cried victim. And he said the conspiracy by the media to defame me and my government, when we questioned the internal factionalism and what's going wrong in the party. When Jitendra Tomar resigned hours after he was arrested. 1 second. Arvind Kejriwal cried conspiracy, he said victim. When Somnath Bharti did the midnight raid in Khirki, after absolving him, Arvind Kejriwal cried victim.
I will respond.
Now I'm asking you tonight, how many times and on how many occasions before the people of this country will you cry victim? Madhuresh, is crying victim the answer to everything in this country? Is crying victim an alternative to governance?
I will respond.
Is crying victim an alternative to governance?
It cannot be the answer, Arnab.
In the interest of fairness, let me respond. Your viewers will otherwise think that you are not letting me answer. Now please let me respond. We are not playing the victimhood card, or we are not playing victimhood. We are only saying that the central government, Mr. Modi, is trying to paralyze our government. Now, Aam Aadmi Party came to power on the anti-corruption plank. the one agency that is the anti-corruption branch that is used to nab corruption, to reduce corruption in Delhi, has been physically captured by Modi ji by sending paramilitary forces.
No, but
again Modi ji,
democratically
again Modi ji,
Chief Minister of Delhi cannot
again
appoint even a single officer. Arvind Kejriwal cannot appoint even a second. He cannot appoint his stenographer.
I will tell you what kind of liar Mr. Arvind Kejriwal is. Yesterday, Mr. Arvind Kejriwal was saying that the bill has not been seen by the President and the Home Ministry has passed the bill and refused the bill. Today, Times Now showed the signature of the
Mr.
President.
Goswami, I want to have a civil debate. I cannot have a debate with an
Madhuresh, on crying victim,
have a debate with an uncivil person like
Madhuresh, on crying victim is the issue. Crying victim is the issue, Madhuresh.
He's crying victim. Does only verbal hacking. He doesn't let anyone else.
I will tell you
okay, Madhuresh can come in. Madhuresh and TSR Subramaniam.
Mr. Goswami, allow me 10 seconds. I will tell you as to why these 21 parliamentary secretaries were appointed.
That even if there is some truth to what Raghav is saying, but still Delhi government cannot abdicate its responsibility.
Ask him.
Delhi government cannot abdicate its responsibility. For everything, central government cannot be responsible. Aam Aadmi Party came up with a lot of idealism, and I think you have failed us.
To be split from
You
the
have failed
center.
everyone.
That is the reason as to why, to keep the other MLAs in good humor.
Sambit, now let Madhuresh complete his point. Madhuresh on crying victim.
Secretary post. Not that these people are supposed to
Madhuresh,
I'm only saying that Aam Aadmi Party came up with a lot of idealism, and today Arvind Kejriwal in his press conference, the explanation he gave for the parliamentary secretary's appointment is not justifying. It does not convince us. MLAs are supposed to do exactly what they are doing now. It does not. They do not need a fancy title like parliamentary secretary. There is a precedent of every other party trying to appease its MLAs and giving them parliamentary secretary title. And I'm sure he had checked it. As Mr. TSR Subramaniam said, Raghav, you can respond, but I'm saying, as Mr. TSR Subramaniam said, the appointment came at a time when there was a split in the party happening. At that particular time, it was primarily.
Okay, Raghav is responding and TSR Subramaniam is closing the debate.
So, Mr. Arvind Kejriwal today did not at all sound convincing.
The appointment of parliamentary secretaries has nothing to do with internal politics of the Aam Aadmi Party. They have only been appointed to assist the respective minister, and I urge, since Times Now has been debating this ad nauseum, to send their reporter tomorrow and see how 21 of our parliamentary secretaries perform. Every morning at 8 a.m. they leave their houses, go to hospitals, go to schools, go to the
breaking the news. I have a bit of breaking news. Coming in.
To assist the minister. That's one point. Number two, I only want to say that Narendra Modi ji should do away with his obsession with Arvind Kejriwal and let us perform. Narendra Modi ji should do away with his obsession. I understand that we are the only political force to reckon with in India, but please,
I'm sorry, but for everything we cannot blame Mr. Modi.
Do not cripple governance.
Delhi government has its own power. You have got a very thumping majority.
Please give us our
Aam Aadmi Party can do something about it.
Let us appoint our officers. Don't declare every decision of the government null and void. Every decision that Arvind Kejriwal's government takes is declared null and void by Modi ji.
We can't keep blaming Aam Aadmi Bharatiya Janata Party.
Okay, viewers, and Raghav, just remember Madhuresh is a severe critic. I want TSR Subramaniam for the last word tonight. He hasn't spoken much, but Madhuresh is a severe critic of the AAP, and he's saying don't blame Modi all the time. He's a severe critic of Modi, and he's saying that. Now, TSR, please.
Arnab, 3.5 years back, we were extremely close to Lokpal at that time. We all thought it's going to come, and in fact, there was a joint parliamentary decision. At that time, within 3 months of that was broken. Anna was sort of sent to the side. At that time, I knew that a new political star is born. In the last 3 years, nothing has happened to dispel my impression. I think they are playing exactly the same game that all the others have been doing. I don't think there is anything new at all that I have seen in Delhi at all.
Okay, we're closing the debate.